Welcome everyone. Today we are going to be breaking down the bill drill. Now, what is the bill drill, you ask? If you're a competitive pistol shooter of any sort, you are likely familiar with this drill. It is one target at 7 yards, and on the signal you draw and engage that target with exactly 6 rounds. Your starting hand position can be shooter's choice, either hands below belt or at surrender. And this drill tests a couple different things. So today we're going to talk about the key elements, which would include reacting hard to the buzzer to get a good grip index, get the gun out of the holster. Don't sit on the sights prior to your first shot. So we want to see that trigger prep and get the first shot off quickly. And then just let it roll, get 5 nice splits, tracking the sights after that. So a good time on this drill, depending on your skill level, can be around 2 seconds. I would say 2 seconds is kind of a baseline M or GM time, so it's 2 seconds or under. Some top end GMs could be, considerably under that, but 2 seconds is a good time for an aspiring competitive shooter to try to hit. So let's get into it. Here you can see I'm in the standard, most common stage start position. So I got hands at sides for this drill. I'm squared up to the target, and I'm waiting for the buzzer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to think about is really pressing hard as I start to hear the buzzer sound. So I'm not going to wait for the buzzer to finish. I'm aggressively attacking the draw stroke as soon as the buzzer starts. So we run it forward here a little bit, and you can see I'm going to move both hands at one time to their respective positions. The first one, I'm going to be driving my strong hand onto the gun, into the grip that I want there for the strong hand, and then my weak hand is coming up sort of into my stomach area simultaneously. And so as we run it forward a little more, you can see then that my gun is coming out. I'm forming my grip there kind of in front of my stomach or sternum area, which is where I brought my weak hand before, so it's ready. Run it forward a bit further, and you can see my grip is formed, gun's coming up into position. Run it forward a little more, you can see now I'm sitting on the sights and I'm breaking that first shot. One other thing to note, I did have my finger on the trigger at about the time the gun is rotated towards the target as I'm forming my grip. And from that point forward, with the double action gun, I am prepping the trigger, okay? So once the gun is up into this position, I obviously want to break that first shot as quickly as possible, and prepping the trigger allows me to do that. All right, then as we run it forward further, I'm just looking for, good, clean, fast splits. You want to be, familiar with the trigger to avoid any trigger freeze here. A trigger freeze on a string like this can cost you, nearly 0.2 of a second, which in this drill is a lot of time, right? So you have to do good resets, track the sights, and to score well on this drill, you are going to have to be pulling faster than you can realistically confirm sight pictures, but you should be able to track the sights and call any bad shots that were to occur. In this drill, not that you can do anything about making them up since it's limited, but you should, even at this shooting speed, be able to track the sights and confirm that each shot is good.